You may be thinking of starting a business. You've saved up, you've got the perfect product idea, but that fear of getting scammed and losing it all is paralyzing, isn't it? You've heard the horror stories, products that never show up, quality that's nothing like the sample you paid for, or suppliers who ghost you the second your payment clears. It's a real fear, and it's what keeps thousands of would-be entrepreneurs on the sidelines. Well, forget the endless sketchy searching. This guide gives you a simple 5-point checklist to spot a trustworthy quality supplier in the next few minutes. This isn't guesswork, it's a clear, repeatable system that will give you the confidence to build your business on a rock-solid foundation. I'm Donald, founder of One Gold Sourcing Solutions in China. Let's get into it. Now, before anything else, let's get clear on who you're looking for. In the sourcing world in China, you'll run into 3 main players. 1, a manufacturer, 2, a trading company, and 3, an outright scammer. A manufacturer is the factory. They physically make the products. Going directly can get you the lowest price sometimes, but they often demand massive minimum order quantities, which is the MOQ, which is tough for beginners. A trading company is a middleman or a trade agent or a trading agent. They buy from various factories and sell to you. They're usually more flexible and offer more variety, but the cost is a little higher. A scammer is just an outright criminal with just a good-looking website, and their only goal is to take your money and vanish. My goal today in this video is to help you dodge the scammers completely and find the best partner possible, whether that's a manufacturer or a trading company. With global supply chains getting more complex, fraud is a very real threat. This video will help you cut through the noise and the risk so you can focus on partners who will actually help you grow. Your first filter is looking for verification badges. If you're on a big platform like Alibaba, this is your first move. The 2 badges that matter the most are verified supplier and trade assurance. The verified supplier badge isn't just something they buy. It means an independent third-party company has physically gone to their factory or office. They've confirmed the business license is real, the facility actually exists, and they can actually produce what they claim. Trade assurance is equally important. Think of this as a built-in deposit service. You pay through the platform and your money is held until you confirm you've received your products as described. If the supplier sends you junk or nothing at all, you can file a dispute and get your money back. Seriously, never work with a supplier who doesn't have both. A supplier demanding 100% upfront payment, especially through a sketchy and traceable method like a personal bank account or an account that has a different company name, is a massive red flag. When you filter for only verified suppliers with trade assurance, that's your first step to eliminate the vast majority of scammers and low quality sellers in a single click. This is the fastest way to build a safety net for your sourcing. Okay, now that you have filtered a list of verified suppliers, it's time for the next check. Are they a specialist or a generalist? Think of it this way. If you needed a heart surgery, would you go to a general doctor who also treats sprained ankles, infections, and so on? Of course not. You would go to a cardiac surgeon. The same logic applies here. A factory that has spent years perfecting one type of product will almost always have better quality control than a jack of all trades. When you look at a supplier's profile, check their main product categories. If you want to sell high quality yoga mats and their top categories are yoga mats, fitness equipment, and yoga accessories, that's a fantastic sign. They're a specialist. But if you click their profile and see yoga mats listed next to dog leashes, kitchen spatulas, and Christmas lights, be a bit skeptical. That's likely a trading company sourcing from a huge network of other factories. While that's not automatically bad, the risk of getting inconsistent quality is much higher, except if this trading company was recommended to you or you trust them. A specialist has their reputation tied to one product line. They have the right machines, the right materials, and the right skills. Stick with the specialists. The next thing to do is to play detective and look for the track record. On the supplier's profile, you can easily see how many years they've been in business. I'd recommend focusing on suppliers with at least 3 to 5 years of experience, because longevity is a sign of stability. Scammers and terrible suppliers don't stick around for long. They get shut down or disappear when they receive too many bad reviews. A supplier who has been operating for 5, 10, or 15 years has proven they can fulfill orders and maintain a business. Naturally, they have a reputation to protect. But as we both know, age isn't everything. You also have to check their reviews and ratings. Aim for an overall rating of at least 4.5 stars, but don't get too comfy. Read the actual reviews. Pay special attention to the 1-star horror stories. Is there a pattern? If you see multiple buyers complaining about the exact same thing, like shipping is always a month late or the product quality is terrible, I would say be very cautious. Also take a look at their response rate. Good suppliers know that quick professional communication wins business. A supplier with a 95% response rate who replies in a few hours is a far better bet than one with a 50% rate who takes days to get back to you. If this video is already making you feel more confident, do me a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and make sure you don't miss the next guide. Now, let's get back to it. Now you've narrowed it down to verified, specialized, and experienced suppliers. Now it's time to make the first contact. But you're not just seeing if they reply, you're analyzing how they reply. Their first message tells you almost everything you need to know. A quality supplier's communication will be clear, professional, and helpful. A bad supplier's will be lazy, evasive, or weirdly aggressive. Here is what you do. Send a clear, concise message with a specific question or questions. For example, hello, I'm Donald. I'm interested in your Model X yoga mat. Can you please tell me the exact material composition? What is your MOQ for a custom logo? And what is the lead time for a sample order shipped to a city or country Y? Now, take a very good look at their response. Did they answer all your questions directly, or did they send a generic reply like, yes, friend, or yes, dear, we have best price. When do you want to order? A real professional supplier will address each point. Is their English professional? Now, a few minor errors here and there are perfectly fine, but if the message is totally confusing, imagine how disastrous a real production issue would be. Are they transparent? They should be open about their process. If they get defensive when you ask for details, that's a bad sign. And here is a massive red flag most consider to be a win, only to find out later they've been scammed. A supplier who agrees to everything you ask for instantly, no questions asked. If you request an impossibly low price or a crazy fast timeline, they're just like, yes, no problem. They're probably lying to get the sale. A genuine supplier knows their numbers and will be realistic with you. The final step is the one you can't skip. Order a sample every single time. I don't care how great their profile is or how charming the sales rep is. Never ever place a bulk order without getting a physical sample in your hands first. Spending $50 or $100 on a sample isn't an expense at all. It's the single best investment you can make for your business's security. It's your insurance policy against being scammed with low quality products. Any supplier that seems slow or refuses to send a sample is an immediate no. A quality supplier is proud of their work and confident that their products will win you over. When the sample arrives, you are testing their entire operation. Does it look and feel right? Is the stitching straight? And is the material exactly what you ordered? Was it packed securely, or was it just thrown into a bag just to get damaged? How long did it actually take to arrive? Did they provide a tracking number on time? How was the communication during the process? Ordering a sample is the final test. It replaces all the guesswork with cold, hard proof. If the sample is great, the communication was smooth, and the shipping was on point, you've likely found yourself a fantastic long-term partner. And there you have it. A 5-point checklist to take the fear out of you finding a supplier. Follow these steps and you're no longer just crossing your fingers. You're running an efficient vetting process. All right, let's do a quick recap. 1. Filter for the golden badges. Only work with verified suppliers who offer trade assurance. 2. Run the specialization test. Choose an expert in your specific product. 3. Check their experience and reputation. Look for at least 3 to 5 years and a pattern of happy customers. 4. Conduct a communication test. A professional partner gives you clear, honest answers. Number 5. Always order a sample. This is for you to test and check quality and reliability. Follow this system and you will have the confidence to move forward, knowing you've drastically cut your risk and are building your business on a foundation of trust. Now, go find that amazing supplier. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.